What's up, my little starlings? It's Johnny Jupiter, and today is the full moon in Pisces. And you're going to get a full moon reading from a Pisces moon. So, double jeopardy, double trouble, double the fun. Just which we all Pisce'd up today. So I'm going to pull 4 cards and then one question per card. Just remember, not everything will resonate, but remember, the wise one learns thoroughly from the trials of others. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So I asked 4 questions, and it'll be 1 card per question. You can go with all 4 if that resonates, or just pick 1 or 2 if that resonates. Whatever resonates, take what you can, leave the rest, and let's get into it. So the first question is, what is most beneficial for us to release right now? Now, this first one was interesting because it was the Ace of Pentacles that came up. And the Ace of Pentacles is like a good card. You're like, okay, wait, this is a good thing, new opportunities and such. It's a good thing. It's the beginning of something new. However, the full moon is about releasing. It's about releasing, letting some things go. So it's looking like Spirit is asking you to maybe let go of something that you just started, and maybe it's the best time to let go of it before you get in too deep, before you invest too much energy, before you invest too much time, before the emotions get too invested in this new thing. It may not be the right time to really pursue it. You'll have to really get back and tell me. It's only 1 card that I pulled on this, so there's not a full story here. I would definitely like some clarification on that. But it's seeming like there's some. It may not be the right time to do this new thing, and it could be revisited at a later date. The second question is, how will life look for me if I forgive, insert name here? So if there's anybody that you're needing to forgive, or you feel like you should forgive and you've been struggling with that idea, now may be a good time to do it, because how your life can look after you forgive this person is, 2 of Pentacles. So we're talking about coming back into balance here. It may be a thing where this situation is causing you to be really out of balance, where they're putting so much focus on it. It could be draining your energy, just making you feel like not the best version of yourself, and really getting back to prioritizing yourself, because again, when you're needing to forgive, or you putting too much focus on somebody else, it really takes the focus off you. And spoiler alert, you're the protagonist in this story, so you actually need to get the majority of the screen time. That's just how it works. So by forgiving this person, letting that stuff go, you can get back into harmony with yourself and really get going the way you need to. The third question: how will things change if I can forgive myself? Ooh, come on now. Pisces full moon. We're all up in our emotions on this one. Look, when it comes to forgiving the self, it's something that I feel like is often overlooked. So for this one, we got the 5 of Pentacles, and I'm feeling as if there has been I don't know, a fear. A fear that comes from losing who you see yourself as if you don't, if you forgive yourself. Maybe there's an admission of guilt, or admission of defeat, or an admission of something, and it's just like, hey, if I forgive myself, or that will mean that I admit to this thing, and I'm going to be in this certain place. But there's nothing wrong with forgiving. It's really necessary for the healing. So here's the thing. I decided to pull a clarifier on this one, and I got the star in reverse. Now, this is crazy because, the star is one of those where it's just like, hey, things are, being divinely guided, you're being divinely guided, so it's all good, just trust. But this person, whoever I'm connecting with, is kind of really struggling with this idea. And there may be there's going to be some time where things are, there's that lack of trust, that lack of faith in the process. But again, this is a process, and you're gonna have those highs, you're gonna have those lows, and if you can just get through it, if you can just keep going, you can persevere through the tough times, then that stuff won't last. It won't be forever. But change, or forgiveness of self is such a necessary part of the healing process, and really to get to that next plateau, that's something you've got to battle through. So if this is you, then please, 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 please keep on going. Please keep pushing through, because although it's tough now, it's only now. There is no situation that lasts forever. And last but certainly not least, question number 4, what would be good to work on during this full moon cycle? Now look, come on now. We this is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This is all about saving and holding on to your wealth. Y'all out there spending just because fall about to hit. Y'all figure y'all gotta go get a whole new wardrobe and get all the new, ladies, you want to get the pumpkin spice lattes, and you want to wear, all the long sleeve, warm, fuzzy stuff. That's okay that you want that, but maybe wear the stuff you had from last year. It'll still look cute. You don't got to go get a whole new thing. Use what you got and just use that. We out here. There's no reason to be, out there overspending, overdoing it. It may not even be just about spending, your wealth, but it also could be how you spend your time, and how you spend your thoughts. Now, listen, spending versus investing, right? If you're spending money, then it's probably not beneficial. But if you're investing it, then it's beneficial. Investing money looks like, buying gas for work, buying groceries. You know what I mean? The things that are necessities. Spending looks like, let me buy this candy bar. Let me buy these chips. That's not essential to nutrition and health. Just get the stuff that you need. Spend this time focusing on holding on to that and investing in your emotional growth, your emotional health, your spiritual growth. These are things that would be more beneficial. And find happiness internally. Find happiness in nature. Find happiness in the good memories, and don't look for the high that comes from shopping. What's it called? Retail therapy. Maybe we get into some meditation and we do some meditative therapy and live in that space. So let's hold on. Let's hold on to our wealth this full moon. Let's invest in things like our personal growth and development, and see how things look for us next full moon. So as you can see, there seems to be a theme this month for, wealth, holding on to your wealth, or the fear of losing your wealth, or new opportunities that might not be right for you, or rebalancing your priorities. All of the cards that I pulled were pentacles, so that really says a lot about the focus on material and the things of the earth, that sort of thing. So let's get back to going inside, looking at our emotions, healing those wounds, and reconnecting with things that will benefit us more. So thank you for joining me. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the weekly energy update.